Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another vlog and another video. Sorry I'm doing it so late, so late at night here on Thursday, March 21st, 2019, but today's been a little bit of a challenging day here, a little bit. Um, you know, a couple of my people here are kind of not necessarily completely worried about the fact that the past couple of weeks when I've gone to Eastview Mall, I've ended up eventually, stopping in over at Champs and stuff, but there are kind of some concerns a little bit. Nothing really that's going to stop people like me from going there at all for right now, but there are at least a couple, or at least some, or at least a couple concerns. It sounds like it all sounds like nothing's going to have to stop me from, you know, going there every now and then, here and there, at least, you know, at this point, at this stage of the game. But, you know, after what went down 2 years ago at TC Hooligans, we obviously don't want, it is obvious that a lot of my people around here and stuff, and a lot of my people, period, definitely do not want to see it happen at any other place, prior to TC Hooligans. Whatever issues that I had a couple years ago and even early last year, a year ago at TC Hooligans, stays at TC Hooligans and is all left at TC Hooligans. We do not want it. We obviously do not want it to touch at places like Champs, obviously, which I obviously do not plan on that. It's just, you remember in one of my vlogs I did this past Sunday for St. Patrick's Day 2019, this past Sunday a few days ago, when I had shown you how, when I had worn a good bit of my St. Patrick's Day apparel when I had last stopped in at Champs over at Eastview Mall, out over in Victor, this past Saturday, almost coming up on a week ago, when one of the other head people, I think probably one of the other head managers or one of the other head people that currently works there at this point in time, liked it so much that they had really wanted to take a picture of it all, and ended up including one of the other current waitresses and stuff in there, and that all was cool, and like I told you, that all was cool and stuff. They were all, they were all cool with it and stuff. Everything ultimately was fine and stuff. It's just that, when some of my people here had looked at some stuff on Facebook page, I'll let the answer machine get it. I'll call them back in a little bit. It's probably my mom or dad or something. I'll just let the answering machine get it. But when they saw some of that stuff, and under my featured photos folder on my Facebook page, there was kind of some concerns towards, some of my people here. Well, nobody's leaving any message, so as far as it being either my mom or dad going, maybe not. But maybe not. Maybe not. But, and also on top of that, yesterday, believe it or not, I did manage to get one of my tax return checks in the mail. I ended up getting my federal tax refund check in the mail, which was, like I told you, one of my vlogs a couple weeks ago, going to be for $1,070, and that's what it was. I was at first, sometimes when I think about or consider uploading certain stuff, like taking certain photos of, like like, like, for instance, like, if I have like a certain interesting drink that's new to a lot of people that maybe people would like to know about, I may take like a couple pictures or photos of that and post that on my Facebook page, and that's all cool. And that's all cool. There's nothing wrong with that. Um, but today I learned that as far as any of your tax refund checks go, you should, you really should never, you really should never post any of that information on any of your Facebook pages or any of your social media, period, because that has a lot of information all out in the open, where anybody that can see that stuff. And we know that I've got a lot of my stuff on my Facebook page, almost like everybody, almost everybody, almost everybody else, public and stuff. So when people see that, there is potential for people to potentially steal, what, any of your personal info that happens to be on there. So today was a little bit of a tough day. I had reason to believe that phone call that was kind of coming in, where you just heard my phone ringing a little while ago, was going to be either my mom or dad, but I guess not. So I guess everything's all cool for tonight. Everything's all cool. 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 Everything's all cool for tonight. Yep. I haven't put my St. Patrick's Day apparel away yet, but I probably should now that we're past that stage for this year, for 2019. But anyway, the real thing that I wanted to do in today's vlog is show you. Today officially starts March Madness 2019. This is the Florida. This is currently the Florida Gators versus Nevada Pack, I think. Nevada had been pretty well behind for a while, and then they started to really catch up. Really started to catch up. It's just now, as you can see, Florida just was up to score a couple more foul shots. So now it's back up to a 5-point lead. Florida 60, Nevada 55. So there's less than 4.5 minutes left of the game. And they got the board up here in the top of the screen with a lot of the other games currently going on. Oh, well, however, Nevada just scored another basket, but I would assume that Florida's going to try to keep the lead going till the end. I could be wrong. Two teams that it looks like are definitely going to win tonight as of now are Kentucky and Gonzaga. Well, apparently it looks like there might be somebody, one of the Florida Gators guys might be down. Looks like took a little bit of a rough slam a little bit. Oh, yep, well, or kind of got checked a little bit from behind. Yep, took a little bit of a rough slam. How about while that's going on, let's see if one of the other games is going on. I mean, some of the other channels that some of the other games are going on could be at a commercial. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this is the Abilene Christian versus Kentucky game. Yep, Kentucky is very well ahead, and the game's very close to being over. So I think that Kentucky's got a good shot of winning this one tonight for sure. It looks like right now on TBS it's St. Mary's versus Villanova. It is close right now. The game there is 33 to 40 to 30 40 to 30 40 to 30 40 to 30 40 to 33. Villanova 40, St. Mary's 33. And for it looks like the Gonzaga game, Gonzaga 74, FDU, I forget which college that is. Yeah, 36. So Gonzaga 74, FDU 36. So Gonzaga, I think, is in good shape for winning tonight's game for sure. As of now, thought that, Nevada was kind of proving us wrong tonight, but maybe not. Because as you can see, like we just saw, they're really starting to catch up a good bit. So they may, before the last 3.5 minutes of the game are done, could end up winning. Well, I see one of the Kentucky guys down now, so it looks like one of the Kentucky guys may have took a little bit of a pretty rough slam. So yeah, looks like one of the Kentucky guys took a pretty good slam. How about let's turn the channel to TBS now and see how the St. Mary's versus Villanova game is going. Yep, there it is. Well, was that St. Mary's that just scored? Yep. So St. Mary's is catching up. So, and the fact is, however, there's this thing online. Well, that just went in. So Villanova just scored a couple more points. So now the score is 42-35. Now back up to a 7-point lead. However, as I was going to say, I did this thing online that Champs definitely is definitely very well affiliated with. It's called www.thebigtourney.com/KRG, where you can fill out a bracket. And St. Mary's just scored again. I think St. Mary's just scored a 3-pointer. So now the score is now 42-38. Villanova 42, St. Mary's 48. Yeah, I decided to take part in that thing, the bigtourney.com, where you can fill out some brackets. Well, but yet again, Villanova also just scored a 3-pointer just now as well. So now the score is 45-38, back up to a 7-point lead. But this game, I think, could finish up. The rest could go the rest of the way pretty tight, as you can see. But yeah, I decided to go on bigtourney.com, and I decided to fill out a couple different brackets there. I tried to kind of, parts of them I filled out the same way, parts of them I filled out a little bit different. So, one will be weaker than the other, one will be stronger, one will be stronger than the other. Okay, well, St. Mary's, it looks like, just scored again. So now it's right back down to a 5-point lead. Villanova 45, St. Mary's 40. So looks like Florida just scored another foul shot, it looks like. Well, that couldn't go in. So Villanova may prove us wrong tonight. We'll see what happens. They're okay for right now, but it's definitely a very tight game right now. Only 5 points apart. Villanova 45, St. Mary's 40. St. Mary's 40. Okay. Oops. That didn't last. Villanova almost had the ball back, but St. Mary's kind of, had it right back. I don't know if well, looks like Nevada just scored a couple more foul shots. Okay, so the score is now 61-59. Florida 61, Nevada 59. Florida's got the ball back, as you can see. Well, Nevada got the ball back with 3 minutes left of the game. Nevada's energy kind of went cold and kind of went flat. went flat for a while, but they were able to come back enough. But I'm almost thinking Florida may still hang on to win. The fact is, one bracket I did pick Florida, another one I picked Nevada, and I kind of think I may have kind of made the right decision on that because, you know, although right now they're only 2 points apart, Florida could at least still keep the lead the last 2.5 minutes of the game. And as you can see, they're up to do a couple more foul shots now, as we can see. And that one just went in, so now it's back up to a 3-point lead. Florida 62, Nevada 59. Looks like Villanova did just score again, so now it's Villanova 47, St. Mary's 40. Well, Florida just scored their second foul shot, so now the score is back up to Florida 63, Nevada 59. Right now it says in the court, the road to the Final Four. Once the Final Four comes around, it'll say, quote, the road ends here. And same thing for the day, well, really night of the championship. It'll say, quote, the road ends here. Well, Nevada really couldn't quite get any of those shots to budge, really. Well, it looks like Kentucky just pulled out a win tonight. Final score Kentucky 79, Abilene Christian 44. So they just knocked out Abilene Christian. So I definitely think I made the right decision for choosing Kentucky tonight, at least. And I'm positive that I made the right decision by choosing Gonzaga for tonight as well. Well, Nevada's just about to try to score a foul shot. Well, that just went in. So now they're catching up a little bit more again. Florida 63, Nevada 60. See if they can even get this down to a 2-point lead or if it's going to stand pat at a 3-point lead. Okay, they got it back down to a 2-point lead. All right. I don't know if the channel TBS right now, where the St. Mary's versus Villanova game is on right now, is currently at a commercial, but let's check. Yep, right now it's at a commercial. Well, this I think is just an ad. This is, I think, just a March Madness ad. March Mad March March Mad March March Mad March Mad March Madness March Madness ad right now. Well, Florida just scored again. So now the score is now Florida 65, Nevada 61. So I think Florida could actually very well hang on to win this one. So I'm very glad that I filled out a couple different brackets mostly in some parts of them the same, other parts of them in much different ways. And Florida just did a slam dunk. So now the score is Florida 67, Nevada 61. So I think that Nevada's going to end up getting knocked out tonight after all. Yep, there's the replay again. There they are doing a slam dunk. So thank God, I guess I made the right decision to choose Nevada on one bracket for tonight and Florida on one of my other brackets for tonight. And it looks like Gonzaga just scored for the FDU versus Gonzaga game. And so now the score is Gonzaga 80, FDU 41. Yeah, I think that I'm now positive that Florida is actually going to knock Nevada out tonight for sure. All right, just take one last look at the St. Mary's versus Villanova game, and then I think we'll end the vlog and the video from there. Yep, there's only 47 seconds left in the Florida versus Nevada game, so I think Florida's actually got tonight's game in a bag. And yep, well, St. Mary's just scored. St. Mary's is up for a couple foul shots, and they just scored one of their foul shots. And that one's going in too, so now the score is now down to Villanova 47, St. Mary's 42. Watch one more play here, and then we'll end the vlog and the video. And both Baylor and Syracuse are on late tonight as well. In one of the next couple of games, or one of the last few games for tonight. Well, that didn't quite go in. All right, well, that's as far as I'm going to bring the vlog and the video for tonight. If you enjoyed this vlog and this video, if you enjoyed this vlog and this video, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up for sure. Be sure to go down and comment down below. Be sure to go down and hit that subscribe button for sure. Be sure to go down and subscribe for sure. We'll see how the rest of this year's 2019 March Madness 2019 all goes and stuff. We'll continue to do maybe at least one or a couple other vlogs on that as we go along for the 2019 March Madness 2019. So have a good night, everybody. I'll see you in my next vlog, my next video. Peace.